UK Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Here we are at the Genesis Invitational, one of the top events each year on the schedule. Today's coverage is about to start. Pleased you could join us for this third round action. Hi everyone, Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam. And Rich, this player's trailing. Do they have to really step it up and get it going today?
Luke, this player's trailing currently, but let's face it, there's so much golf left to be played. I really think if they stay the course and continue playing the way they are, they've got a great chance of getting a victory here.
Well, it's all set up for an exciting event. Can't wait to get into this. Well played. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up here from about 200 yards.
Looks to be going with the 6-iron. Yeah, nicely played. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Setting up this putt 14 feet from the cup.
Okay, steady now. Lining up the birdie putt here. Well, Rich, that's ideal. A birdie to start the day.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
He's currently tied for 14th. And after a birdie at the last, they take the on the hole.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
That was wonderfully done. Time for the second shot here on the second hole.
This one is chewing fiber.
That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Ooh, a couple of birdies on the bounce. Look who's on a roll. That's a momentum maker, isn't it?
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
He finds himself in a share of 13th.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Setting up now on a par 4.
Absolutely tattooed that drive.
Time for the second shot into the third. Oh, that was pure. Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. Well, that's certainly a step in the right direction. Keep it going. Teeing off here at the 4th.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
Wow, what a shot. Yeah, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased. Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. Ouch, that hurts. And that should secure the par on this one. Now 6 strokes back after that hole. Let's see what happens here at the 5th.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
Well, that's a handy shot. And this shot here coming up from around 130 yards. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Lovely effort, that. And this putt to move into the top 10. Just didn't drop. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Ooh, nice line. For the par. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. Time to tee off at the 6th.
What an incredible design this is. And it really just takes this green and it makes it into a section of 4. The back right, the front right, front left, and back left, they all have their unique features to it, and that all is due to the simple fact that that bunker, which is tiny, minuscule, almost not even there, it basically shapes that green into the 4 quadrants. It is just an amazing design.
A birdie putt awaits. You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today. He's sharing 13th place.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Oh, this would be handy if it could bounce right. This putt is about 10 feet from the hole.
Looking for another birdie here.
This one's tracking.
And that will drop in for birdie. And he'll move into the top 10. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Just a couple to play here on the opening 9. Here's the tee shot at the 8th. Handy effort, that one. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
And from about 105 yards. Wow, that drive. Incredible stuff. Over 300 yards. Huh.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. Well, that's well played into birdie range here at the 8th. Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly. Super shot, that. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
Great shot. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
And from around 135 yards.
Well played, mate. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill.
Was on a good line. An opportunity to make a par here. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. Trailing by 7 after that hole. Always exciting when you stand up on the tee on a short par 4.
No, not at all. And what a hole it is. It's changed a lot over the years. This green is actually reminds me of something you would see at Pinehurst. There's no flat spots on it. It either is downhill or uphill. That's it. Players most likely will take driver or fairway wood and try and leave themselves just on the front left portion of this green. That's the most ideal spot they can hit it, no matter where they put the flagstick. However, hitting it there is nearly impossible. A keen short game is absolute necessity to make birdie here.
Nice recovery there.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
And as the scorecard suggests, heading up the leaderboard. And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? Time for the second shot at the 11th. Well, that's certainly showcasing all their talents there. That's impressive.
2 big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill, bit of extra juice needed.
This one looking really good.
That's a lovely stroke. Had eyes for the whole way. Oh, that was a touch of class. Wouldn't mind seeing that again.
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
Now 6 strokes back after that hole. We've arrived at a par 4.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
Going with the pitching wedge here.
Clubbing up, smart. Got to control it though. Let's see.
Another fine-looking strike, this one. It'll find the green.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Hang on, this looks pretty handy. And that's 8 birdies today. He's currently in a share of 6th.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Now on the tee after a birdie, fired up and ready for more.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left, requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
Well struck. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Yeah, I think he's got around 135.
Yeah, good safe shot this one. That should find the surface. A wonderful shot. A chance for birdie here on the 13th. Just 3 feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. This hole is a par 3.
Hit a 7-iron, a high little draw 7-iron, and 2 hop it right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy.
Going with the 6-iron here. Come on, get down. And that was a bit of a misfire.
A bit too much club there.
Oh, just missed. It's just about 3 feet away. Okay, let's head to the next. He's currently in 9th position. Let's see what happens here on the 15th.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage. Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
Second shot here on the 15th. Okay, that'll work. Oh, good look at a birdie here. This is a good chance. And down it goes. Now 8 shots back after that hole. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
It's an island green, if you can believe that. It's surrounded by bunkers. I think this is another one of the all-time great designs. It's only about 160 yards, Luke, but the whole green is surrounded by bunkers. Everything feeds towards the center and the front of this green once it gets on there. I just think this is a magnificent design. If you hit it in any one of those bunkers, making a par will be nearly impossible.
And stepping up the standings after that effort. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot.
At all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. Anywhere to the left, even in the rough left, is just fine. From there, your next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot, straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It can be an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it wrong, however, you could have some issues. No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Second shot here on the 17th. Yeah, well, it might not be on the green, but it's right up near the surface.
It's an aggressive play, Luke. Like to see it on this par 5.
That's great golf there. So close to the eagle. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Now striding to the final tee of this round.
Tee shot up the hill, fairway tilts significantly from left to right. Missing it out to the right is a massive no-no. You'll be blocked out by a bunch of eucalyptus trees that you cannot hit it through. Second shot is to a green that actually tilts away from the players, not towards them, even though the second shot is uphill. Green is historically one of the firmest on the golf course, and getting it close is nearly impossible. It is a heck of a finishing hole.
That one should find the surface. Oh, stop it. What a shot. A fair bit on the line here. Spot the top 5. That was a gallant attempt. 3 feet to go here to the hole. And with that, this round comes to a close.